Hi guys, welcome back to another very exciting video because you guys, right off the bat, this is not clickbait. I am actually moving to Spain tomorrow and this is all I'm taking with me. Okay, to start off with a couple of questions you might be asking yourself, I got them written down right here. Why am I moving to Spain? Well, I had always wanted to go to Spain for at least 1 or 2 semesters during my bachelor program, and I had already planned everything with the Erasmus program, which is like an EU-wide study abroad kind of program. I had organized that for first my 3rd and then my 4th semester, but it kept getting cancelled because of Corona. And now I just finished my 1st semester back at home. And I decided to now go to Spain without doing it with like a uni exchange program and just do it by myself, because being a citizen of a country within the European Union, I do not need a visa or anything like that to basically move to another country within the European Union. I can just get on a plane and do it. And that's why I'm doing it, to take advantage of that wonderful situation. Plus, because my 5th semester, which is starting mid-October, will be conducted again online. And so I can do that from anywhere in the world. I do not need to be sitting right here in my room. I can be sitting somewhere in Spain. And so I will be doing that. Okay, another question you might be asking yourself is, which city am I moving to? But I myself do not quite know yet. My plan is to first look around the biggest cities of the country now that I'm heading there, and only then to decide where I want to settle down for a longer period of time, because it wouldn't make sense to make that decision without having been to all those places before. And I've only been to Spain once, to Barcelona, which I liked, but I didn't love it. So I don't think I want to stay in Barcelona for a couple of months. It's probably going to be Madrid, because I love big cities. So, and Madrid being the biggest city in Spain, it is very likely that that is the city I'm going to like best, but we'll see. I don't know yet myself. Okay, and now how long am I gonna stay there? That is something else I do not know yet, since I don't have to be back here for the start of my next semester. I could literally be out and about for however many months I want to. None of this is like majorly planned. We're taking this like one step at a time, keeping it quite spontaneous. So I can't answer that question right now. And now, like the last question you might be asking yourself, which is a very practical one: do I speak Spanish? The thing with my Spanish skills is the following. I am able to read entire novels in Spanish. I can watch movies and TV shows in Spanish. Can I speak Spanish though? Am I comfortable and fluent enough to speak? That is a whole other business, let me tell you, because I don't ever get any practice of that kind here at home, which is why I have major anxiety and major fear of having to speak for myself. Not for myself, but having to speak Spanish myself. So that is like another reason why I'm going though, to finally throw myself into the cold water with like the whole Spanish situation, to finally become fluent in Spanish, because it is ridiculous how I can read books in Spanish and watch movies in Spanish, but then when it's about me having a conversation in Spanish, I get majorly freaked out. So I will be fine for sure, but this stay should definitely elevate my skills, my Spanish speaking skills, to a whole other level. Okay, now I will give you a tour of what I'm taking with me. Come along. Okay guys, let me give you a little tour of my miniature suitcase, the things I'm taking with me when I'm moving to Spain, basically. Okay, on the right hand side, in this cubicle down there, we have all my trousers, that is like pants to go out, as well as jogging and yoga pants, just like sweats to hang out at home in, blah blah blah. Here we have all my undies and socks and sleeping tops and bikinis and stuff like that. And in here are all my toiletries. Like, maybe once I'm already on the move, I will give like an even more detailed video about what's in here. But I mean, the toiletries you need, you know what's in there, right? And this is my tripod. I still have to like fold it incorrectly, but that's what I'm going to squeeze in here. And on top of everything, I'm going to put my little towel right there. And then on the left hand side, in here, I have all my tops and shirts and hoodies, etc. And underneath, I don't want to rip it out, but underneath that I have a little tote bag including all my Spanish and Korean workbooks, because even while I'm on the go, because I'm not just traveling, I'm moving, right? So I will still be learning those two languages while I'm away, so I'm taking my stuff with me. And up here I have all my pencils and my bullet journal for bullet journaling. In here I will put all my charges. Right now they're not yet in there because I still need my stuff. Here are my glasses. There's also a pair of sunglasses in there, as well as a little umbrella. This is my surf suit and another hoodie. And in here it's like a little kitchen towel, including my trusty kitchen knife and some chopsticks I want to take with me. And these are my flip-flops. So yeah, as you can tell, there's literally no place to put anything else. But that's not gonna be a problem because I'm not someone who shops while they're like, I don't shop ever anyways, but I'm especially not shopping when I'm like traveling. So that's gonna be okay. The only other thing I'm taking with me is right here. Like, this is my little bag. That's like the thing I wear on an everyday basis. It's gonna be having like my phone in there, my credit cards and like cash and like a pair of sunglasses, things like that, as well as my passport and stuff. And then I still have to decide which carry-on I'm gonna take with me. Like, this is obviously the most sturdy one. That's like one of these official things you can put on top of a suitcase, but I don't really want to take this with me because that would be almost like cheating, right? Like, if I put this on top of this, I could have just opted for a bigger suitcase anyways, right? So I think I'm gonna go for one of these squishy bags that are per se really spacious, but like when they're empty, as you can see, you can just like totally deflate them. And in that I'm just gonna put like a little sunscreen, my hair clips, a reusable bag, the books I'm taking with me, as well as like a bottle of water and like some food, stuff like that, you know. Okay, back here, I just packed this up. The only things I had to take out because they did not fit in there were my towel and my tripod. Now my tripod, I hope I can take in my carry-on bag. And with the towel situation, obviously you can always get a towel somewhere else, right? If you're staying at hostels, as I will be in the first couple of weeks, you can always rent a towel for like for like a euro, $1, whatever. So it's not like anything major, but if you have your own towel with you, of course that's convenient, but it didn't fit. Like, I could barely close this up. I have to sit on it, you know the whole deal. So yeah, I guess I cannot be taking that with me unless I try to shove it into my carry-on. I will have the most random things in my carry-on, let me tell you. Yeah, you just saw everything else that went in there. Now I decided, like, with this I will be wearing my little miniature bag that has like my passport and everything in there, plus I decided to go for this bag as my carry-on. It has my books in there and some notebooks, my hair clip, reusable bag, a sunscreen because that didn't fit in there anymore, but don't worry, it's 100 milliliters, so it will be fine. And now I might throw this in there, as well as like some food and like a Tupperware, because like a Tupperware would also be good to have along while I'm over in Spain. Plus, actually, when I'm only traveling, I never take a second pair of shoes with me. Like, only the shoes that I'm wearing anyways, that's the only pair of shoes I take with me. But because I'm not just like traveling to Spain, but kind of moving, I actually do want to take my jogging shoes with me as well, because usually when I'm just traveling for like the amount of time that I'm traveling, like a month or two, I will just skip my running routine. But because I'm moving, I still want to keep that up. So I will also try to fit a pair of shoes in here. As I told you, this will be like the most random carry-on bag ever. Plus, of course, my laptop is going to go in there. You are not allowed to keep laptops or anything with a battery in your checked in luggage. So yeah, that's also going in there. But other than that, that's it, guys. So my flight is leaving tomorrow at 10 a.m. and I'm ready. I will see you for the entire ride. Like, I will upload vlogs of the cities I'm going to, of course, and then when I'm deciding of where I want to stay, I will be documenting that as well. So if you're interested, come along, stay along. Oh yeah, one more thing I wanted to talk about, because if you're a viewer of my channel, you know that I'm reading a ton. Now, when you're traveling, obviously you can't take a ton of books with you because they're like bulky and heavy, and that wouldn't be feasible. So my tip to you is go to your local second-hand bookshop and pick out like 1 or 2 books that you know you're gonna enjoy, but that you're probably not gonna need to read a second time. Get them, take them on your travel, and once you're done with them, you can either leave them at like a hostel, an Airbnb, or whatever, or ideally you can go to another second-hand bookshop in that city you're in right now and exchange the used book you already have for another one. That way you can continuously read new books while you're still traveling, while only ever having 1 book on you at all times. Now I'm taking 3 books with me right now, because I went to my second-hand bookshop and I found 3 books that I really wanted to read, so I'm taking all 3 with me. And like the first 2 I'm just gonna leave at some hostel or like in those little open libraries around cities, and then the last book I'm gonna try to exchange for a new book in like a second-hand bookshop, and I think that's a pretty good plan. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. I will see you for the ride. I'm excited. Okay, bye.